Hello everyone, this is Kirandeep Kaur, a chemistry faculty, and today I am going to talk about a chapter, Structure of Atom. Name of the chapter is Structure of Atom. We will discuss very important topic of this chapter. The name of the topic is Discovery of Electron. This topic is very much important not only for the school examinations but also for the competitive exams like your NTSC examination, for KBPY, and also for the higher classes. Okay, so let's talk about discovery of electron. Firstly, we will discuss who discovered electron. Electron was discovered by J.J. Thomson. It was discovered by J.J. Thomson. Okay, now let's talk about how he discovered this. He performed an experiment. What he did, he took a glass tube that was made up of a very thin glass. Okay, this tube is made up of glass and this is called discharge tube. Why it is called discharge tube? Let us see. Actually, he took a tube, then he sucked all the air from the glass tube with the help of a vacuum pump. Here is your vacuum pump. Here is your vacuum pump. What he did, he only reduced the pressure inside this glass tube. Okay, this is your, I'm writing here, this is vacuum pump, and the pressure inside this glass tube is approximately equal to 10 raised to power minus 3 mm of Hg. No need to worry, you don't have to remind this, you don't have to remember this figure. You can only remember that the pressure inside this glass tube is very much low. Okay, the next step that he did was he took two metal strips inside this glass tube. Two types of metal strips. Here is your one metal strip. What is metallic strip or metal strip? He just took a strip that is made up of metal. Okay, here is your another metallic strip. Then he attached these metallic strips to a battery, in order to provide current. Here is your negative terminal of battery and this is the positive terminal of battery. We have already discussed the terminals of battery in the previous lectures, so I'm just attaching the two terminals of battery. Okay, this one is, say with me, this terminal is negative and this is positive terminal, and the voltage across this in this battery is very much high, a high voltage battery. This is a very high voltage battery. It's approximately equal to 10,000 volts, so you don't have to remember that. Okay, so this is the experimental setup of cathode ray tube. This experiment is known as cathode ray tube. Why it is known as cathode ray? I will discuss this later. Listen carefully. The metallic strip that is attached with the negative terminal of battery is called cathode. Name of this strip is cathode. This part is cathode, and the part that is attached to the positive terminal of battery is known as anode. This part is anode. Okay, so what happened when we attach these strips to the battery? Then J.J. Thomson observed that there are some particles that are coming from cathode rays to anode rays. What I said? There are some particles that are moving from this particle to this part to this one part. But how he observed this property? Actually, behind this anode strip, he attached a kind of a fluorescent sheet. He attached a fluorescent sheet. Here it's this sheet. What's the mean of this sheet? Let us discuss. Firstly, I am writing here, this is fluorescent sheet. Let us talk about this fluorescent sheet. Like, it's just a type of a material which is glowing whenever some kind of particles or some kind of rays are striking it. Okay, so what is fluorescent sheet? It's a material which is glowing, which is giving some kind of colors when some kind of rays, or you can say some kind of particles are just striking it. Okay, so what is happening here? I'm repeating, kindly repeat with me. This is a discharge tube. Inside this tube the pressure is so much low. How he reduced the pressure? With the help of a vacuum pump. Then he have two metallic strips. He attached these metallic strips to battery. The negative terminal of battery is known as cathode and the positive end is known as anode. Okay, so what is happening here now? He observed that this fluorescent sheet is glowing. It's giving some kind of colors, like it's giving a yellow greenish color. Okay, here he's getting some kind of colors. So he thought that there might be some kind of radiations. There might be some kind of radiations that are coming from the cathode part and striking to this fluorescent sheet. What is happening here? He's just getting some kind of rays from cathode part to anode part. Okay, this was his observation. Now let us move to the next part. Okay, because these radiations are coming from cathode part, so these rays are known as cathode rays. What are these? Cathode rays. If someone asks you about why these rays are known as cathode rays, what will you say? You will say their origin is cathode. Their origin is cathode. Secondly, if I talk about their charge, they are having which charge? Because their origin is negative, so they will have negative charge. Charge is, I will say, negative. Okay, and these negative particles are attracting towards positive. This part is positive, so negative always attracted by obviously positive. Okay, so these are negatively. Firstly, they are known as, their origin is cathode. Okay, so these are some points regarding his discovery, and in the next lecture we will discuss about the properties of these cathode rays. Okay, okay, you have to just remind this part. Okay, let us meet in next lecture.